Okay, this is, wait, volume all the way up? Yep, volume's way up. Okay, this is a thing I made. It's a walking machine. I want to show it to you people because I couldn't find very many walking machines on the internet. Made out of Legos that I can actually build, and so I found one that I ended up modifying and building to this thingy, this monstrosity. It's been, what's the word? There's a word here, sorry. Inspired by multiple separate, moving homes, including, but not limited to, Howl's Moving Castle, the cities and Mortal Engines, you know, that kind of thing. I'm going to give a bit of idea of what this is, and then I'll start working into how it's built, how it works, that kind of thing. So obviously we're getting a bit of a glare from the lights because of the camera's quality. The light's supposed to be eyes. It's supposed to be sort of like an animal thing. It's got a head, it's got a neck, it's got legs, like a mechanical animal. I make horrible puns. Okay, so someone's going to be living here. We've got a bit of a grassy area with maybe a flower, a bit of a hammock there for someone to live in. Whoever lives here is obviously a minimalist. Everything needs to be carried on board. Can be done so with this crane. It wobbles a lot. It's supposed to, like, again, Howl's Moving Castle. It makes it look big and heavy and amazing. Like, again, a giant monstrous beast. Let's see, you turn it on and off with this little gear. Turning it off, though, is very difficult with this gear sometimes. So this is what it looks like when it's standing still. So, yeah, let's get down to the bits and pieces of this. Now, obviously, I already showed you the crane and the top bit. The top bit, if you're very careful with it, you can remove to show some of the... Oh, whoa! I forgot I had these. There were openings on the side. Remove those first. I think they look cool. They don't really actually serve any function. Very careful. You can remove the top to reveal this a little bit. So this is basically the cabin. Again, living quarters, crane that swivels and moves up and down. A bit of a flag on the back. Radio antenna. Not sure for what, since there's no TV or anything. I just thought it would look cool. You know, piping on the side to keep people from falling off. Piping's a bit bendy. Bit of a thing right here that can go over his neck, so you know, move his neck around and still stand there. Exhaust pipe, I suppose, right here. Anyway, so here's the basic Technic battery box connected to 2 wires. This right here, little gizmo right here, this is what turns it. Whoa. Haha. Well, you get an idea of how it works then, I suppose. The gear right here moves this a little bit, which resists, so if you turn it right, you can get to stop and turn back on, that kind of thing. We have the lights obviously connect to the neck. I need to remove the neck momentarily so you can get a good look at the internal functions. Actually, there we go. So we have here this worm gear, which turns this gear right here when it's... Let me turn it on and show you from underneath. It turns this basic gear right here. These gears underneath connect to all these gears, so it all moves and swivels like that. These gears right here connect to these feet, which sort of makes them move in this rotation motion. And then if we go over here and lift this panel, let me show you the panel you have to lift because that was out of the camera for the moment. This connects to this lever right here, which makes sure it moves along a predetermined path. We have these extra levers right here to keep it in place, and it looks super cool, make it look like extra motory joints, like it's got knees, even though it doesn't have knees technically. These pipes serve no function. I think they just look really cool. Yeah, a lot of this really doesn't serve any function, but it just looks cool to be honest. That's the way the walking mechanism works. It keeps it moving in a teardrop shape so it can lift itself and move along. But obviously, it's not perfect as it does wobble a lot. But as I said before, I kind of wanted it to. So I was kind of happy that it did. The story behind this object, I'm not sure. I'd assume it's populated by a lonely sort of person who likes to be alone. A classic introvert. Who sort of, no thank you, I'm going to stay from society and live on a giant robot beast. So they built a giant robot beast, decided to live on it. Obviously, probably has a hidden projector in here, seeing it has a satellite on it. I'd like to think they do enjoy a bit of nature though, since they have a bit of greenery right here with the flower and everything. And obviously a minimalist, as I said before, with the hammock. The crane to move things up and down, probably how they get up and down too. This also serves no function. I just think it looks super cool. Like it's just pulling air in for pushing out this little exhaust bit back here. A lot of this is just for... Oh well, so that's basically how it's done. You go ahead and send likes and comments and all that. And if you want to know, if enough people ask for me to show how it's built, I'll probably do a video on that. But if not, then I probably won't. So, and besides, you can probably tell how it's built just from looking at the video because I showed it from multiple angles. You know, if you know bricks really well, you should be able to build it. If not, you should just get a friend who knows bricks really well, or I suppose ask me to make a video on how it's built. So there we go. That's this thing, which I have not come up with a name for it yet, actually. Let me pause for I come up with a name. Behemoth, huge or monstrous creature. So it's probably something Behemoth based. I'll just go with the Behemoth for now. So this is the Behemoth. That's my dad in the background. Now he's not in the background. So this is the Behemoth then. So yeah. Thank you, I guess. Bye.